Hi, my name is Sherin Thomas, and today I will be speaking to you about the competitive advantage of Starbucks. Starbucks is a brand that most companies aim to mimic in many aspects. Starbucks CEO, Howard Schultz, skillfully balances profitability without compromising his social responsibility and morality to do right by his core values, creating a sustainable competitive advantage. With its mission statement of putting people first and profits last, Starbucks has been able to create a market for premium coffee by valuing its customers in all that they do and refined coffee into a necessary extravagant item that we all partake in daily. Regardless of which Starbucks location you choose to visit, your experience will consistently be the same: exceptional. Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz is the person responsible for this, as he strives to make this coffee giant the pillar of excellent customer service, which is the main reason Starbucks has sustained its competitive advantage. By creating a social environment centered around premium espressos and brews, Starbucks has given consumers a third place they can seek comfort in. Whether it's before work or hanging out with your friends, Starbucks' welcoming environment and friendly baristas add to the appeal most coffee shops lack. This culture that Starbucks had created gave people a sense of belonging, so paying for a premium cup of coffee was easily justified. Schultz has also implemented countless training hours to staff to keep up with current events. By being culturally aware and becoming socially responsible, Starbucks enters a new international market with ease. Although things were not always easy, Schultz had always kept his company mission and core values, despite major setbacks. After stepping down as CEO, Schultz had seen Starbucks take a major dip in ROIC and had to reclaim the reins since stock prices had severely dropped. To be innovative, Schultz had used this opportunity to revamp Starbucks to a more modern-day ambience. Schultz had also closed 600 underachieving stores in the United States and had set this example to renegotiate lower leases to the remainder of the Starbucks location, as well as preserve the jobs of the Starbucks employees as much as he can. Simple changes made in each location had led to faster output of consumer products, which paralleled customer responsiveness towards the brand. This efficient move had also required employees to train harder and boost performance satisfaction, which had led to increasing revenues despite a fragile economy. Brand recognition, loyal consumers, and having each employee as a partner, the best healthcare benefits, educational opportunities, and stock options, Starbucks' competitive advantage had kept its strong market position despite hindrances. In 2008, Starbucks had faced a 54% decline in net income and stock prices dropped significantly. This event led to the company losing revenue and closing more than 600 stores. The Great Recession of 2008 had consumers rethink their luxurious purchases, and at the end of it, a cup of Starbucks coffee was still a luxury to most. On the contrary, Starbucks rivals like McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts had prospered since these brands were not considered luxury items. The competitors also had introduced similar products and beverages as Starbucks did at this time, and consumers had taken notice. Schultz had stepped in and reinforced why Starbucks had been successful in the first place: great customer service, great values, and great coffee. He had shut down underperforming stores and revamped existing ones to bring back how important it was to have a third place to go, especially in the times that they were in. Surely enough, Schultz had recovered lost revenues, and Starbucks ROIC returned to a whopping 26.13%, with customer satisfaction equally matching. Even after steering Starbucks in the right direction, Schultz had reinforced efficiency to each of the 40,000 stores to sustain this competitive advantage. Fast forward to the present day, Starbucks continues to be the leading coffee chain globally. Being one of the best companies to work at, Starbucks employees are happy to provide the best experience to their customers as well. Consumers drink up this level of luxury and uniqueness, hence premium coffee prices are unquestioned. The Starbucks experience is surely worth every penny. I surely go to the drive-thru every morning just to have them ask me how my day was, ask me what my favorite beverage is, and how they could actually improve. And those are the experiences consumers like myself and millions of others do appreciate. Social responsibility is an important factor as well when considering which businesses get the most business. And that has everything to do with the core values and corporate social mission Howard Schultz has developed. Starbucks truly is an ethically responsible and socially conscious corporation for all to benefit from, which has sustained the company's competitive edge in the market. Consumers are more inclined to respect companies that help the community, improve neighborhoods in poverty-stricken conditions, and put value into their products. More people do care if their money does help grow companies that are socially responsible. Service, core values, and representation of this through the company leader is why Starbucks has been so successful. Starbucks has many opportunities for advancement in education within the company itself. Starbucks also has distinctive competencies that positively impact their business ceaselessly. Competitors like McDonald's and Tully & Pete's Coffee cannot compete with how the coffee giant accentuates diversity, use of social media, and creating specialty seasonal items only available at Starbucks. One fan favorite that debuted in 2003 and has sold hundreds of millions of cups worth was the pumpkin spice latte. It's just around pumpkin spice latte season as well now. Since then, multitudes of competitors have tried to imitate the famous foamy drink that could not beat the experience that Starbucks offered. The Starbucks pumpkin spice latte also had its own Twitter page with closely 17,000 followers, with its consumers on social media to get a first-hand look at what needs to be perfected and how to prioritize their presence with current events. Schultz had always led with a cause, intellectually stimulating his employees to challenge the ordinary, just like he had done, and be comfortable voicing their outside-of-the-box opinions. Standing by his values, he also dedicated Starbucks to becoming more socially responsible every year. This had a ripple effect and had greatly influenced his consumers and competitors. Doing the most to achieve the greatest good has not always been easy. Sometimes it has even put the coffee giant in hot water. The biggest ethical question that Starbucks faces is, how are small coffee shops supposed to compete with such a big corporation that has created a uniform coffee culture? Essentially, smaller coffee shops cannot and get put out of business, and because of this, Starbucks had withdrawn expansion domestically and set their targets into the international markets. Now, one of the ethical problems with that is this culture of uniformity within the coffee industry. Small businesses cannot compete with trending frappuccinos of the days and lose out on potential customers that do not care as much for a simpler version of coffee. Even though coffee shops do not compete well with big corporations like Starbucks, there is also an advantage in this situation because of it. Starbucks has innovated the coffee industry by creating a healthy competition and building a community passionate about the modern-day cup of coffee. Schultz has also used his brand to promote humanistic viewpoints and promoted awareness on many controversial topics. Starbucks also brings more awareness to farmers than any other organization. There have been times where Starbucks had been criticized heavily, but that never stopped this global giant from always trying to do the right thing. Therefore, Starbucks continues to maintain a competitive advantage throughout the years, one cup of coffee at a time. Thank you.